So apparently, the Marvel Kid Loki actor begs for help, posts video of himself living in van with busted windows from Yellow Flash 2. The guy who made the video is Yellow Flash 2. Okay.
Kind of a sad story here that has somewhat been resolved. I'm going to get into that, but I just wanted to go over it, and it's really, really sad that it took massive coverage for this kid to get any help. A lot of the mainstream sites are talking about this now, and
it is really sad, but it's not surprising coming from Disney, because you know how they treat their kids.
It's really sad. It shows a lot of things. One, a broken system for these older kids that need help. He's 17 years old, but I think there's been ongoing issues for a long time. He's been in a lot of stuff. Jack Veal, actor. He's right now 17. He's 17 years old, but he's got a little bit of history here since 2017 of doing work in a couple of shows and movies. And he went on TikTok. I don't know exactly when this was posted, but basically talking about how, his life is a mess right now. He's homeless, living in some trailer with busted windows. It's
welcome to modern day America. This is what it's turned into.
It's really sad. Like, he tried to get services from foster care, and they basically ignored him. So he uploaded this TikTok here, which I'm going to play, and asked for help, and it looks like he did get it. But look at
this is a kid, man. A kid, homeless. How does this happen? Where's his parents?
This. It's sad, man. Like, where are his parents? I mean, obviously they're not in the scene. He talks about they were abusive to him, and it's really heartbreaking. Like, kids, when they age out of foster care, it's a huge issue that gets nothing. Like, there's nothing done about it. They basically get thrown out to the wolves. So, I mean, he's 17 right now, and they probably just weren't giving him any priority. It's incredibly sad because, this is not going to be resolved in a year.
No shot, though, that somebody doesn't take him in. Somebody's got to take this kid in.
I don't think. It takes a long time to get on your feet. That's why it really sucks for kids that have no parents, they have no family, like they lose their family, or they have to run away from home because of abuse and stuff. It's really sad, man.
Yeah, I know all about that kind of stuff, not having parents growing up and parents being abusive. It's rough. Not having any help. Basically have to do everything myself with the help of my brother. And it's been like this the whole time. And I'm poor as fuck. Which, by the way, if you want to help out with that, I got a PayPal down there in the description.
I'm a famous actor. I'm 17, and I'm homeless. You may know me from Loki, Under the Fucking World, or various other movies where I played important roles. I haven't mentioned much about what's been going on in my life. I think it's time to reveal the truth. Without delving too much into the details, I was abused at home. It was physical violence, emotional abuse, and etc. I didn't have a very good upbringing. I struggle with mental health. I have autism, ADHD, and being screened for bipolar and psychosis. I can't stay at my grandparents as my granddad is terminally unwell. I have nowhere else to go, and I need help.
That's so sad. Like, his parents did a number on him. And, I got to tell you, like all the money he probably got for these projects that he did when I was showing you on IMDb, they probably took all of the money and didn't give him any. I have no idea what he was paid for any of those roles, but if it was anything substantial, parents took it. And it's sad, man. And a lot of the reasons that he has these mental issues are probably from being abused. It's a really sad situation.
Social services refuses to help me, despite what I have told them. I am desperate. I've been sleeping in the streets. I'm currently sleeping in a trailer that has smashed in windows, is unsafe, is 2 hours away from my work, which means I struggle to get to work every day. It's difficult. Life is hard. At the moment, I have nothing else. I am on my knees begging for you guys to just share this, do something, spread the message of how the government are treating kids. I'm going to show you the van. So this is just where I keep my stuff, my tobacco.
Sorry about the volume too. It's as loud as I can make it, but this seems to be a TikTok issue. But he's not wrong about the way the government functions with these older kids. It's really bad. The whole system itself is messed up. A lot of problems that nobody really seems to give a shit about, to be honest. It's incredibly sad, and it's all funded by, a lot of it's funded by donations and taxpayer money, and it seems like it's just wasted. And
yeah, they wasted on taking kids from people who actually deserve their kids, but don't abide by the system's rules. I see it happen all the time, and then kids that need to be separated from their parents, they look the other way. They're blind to it, probably because there's no money in it.
It's really depressing for these kids, and there's a lot of kids that need that help. Okay, yes, I smoke, I know. My clothes, that's my bag with all my belongings in it. Got a towel and some little toiletries in there. Some snacks, deodorants, sauces and stuff. And some food. Got my cleaning supplies, my camera, and some other bits and bobs there. I'll show you my sleeping
he says this is a trailer. It looks like a van. Looks like he's living in a van.
area. This is my sleeping area. I sleep here. Because the windows are smashed in, and there's only a piece of paper holding that up, I do get a bit better of a breeze, and it does get chilly. But I cope. There's no electricity, so I have to use a power bank and just cycle through those. I think Marlon's about to die. Well, it's only halfway, that's not bad. But yeah. I need help. Please share.
Bro, I have been there, using power banks for your only power. No actual electricity. Just using USB lights for your lights. I get it, man. I've been there.
Please share it with whoever you can. You don't have to pay me anything. I don't need anything. I just need you to make this go as viral as possible. I'll continue to put some more stuff out, but please, I need help.
I thought I was going to be able to post a good update, this pinned video here, showing that, well, social services reached out to him and wanted to help him. So he got all excited, saying they're going to hook him up with a place to stay and all this shit. And then I saw this one, which is a new post, and apparently they're not going to do anything for him. It sounds like, because he's making, they say days, and he says that they lie. Honestly, what it looks like is exactly what Clever Mammy here says in the top comment. They're dragging it out so you turn 18, and then they haven't got to do anything. That's probably what's happening. I was wondering where he was. It sounds like he is in London. So that's where he's at. I didn't know if he was here in the States or if he was over in London or not.
To me, it doesn't matter because he's a Disney kid, and Disney needs to be doing something about these kids that they put in their movies and then ruin their lives. Because this isn't really the fault of the parents. I mean, it is mostly the parents' fault. But like 25-35% of it is Disney's fault for just not caring about their kids, casting them in and then just forgetting about them, and then not having any protections in place.
He's an actor, so him being in like Hollywood area wouldn't be wild. But listen.
Yeah, go on.
I'm 17 and street homeless. I went to the meeting. They've told me that I need to be street homeless again or return home, which I can't do. Until they find.
Now, the reason he's saying return to being street homeless is because I believe in the previous one he said he was staying at a buddy's house, and apparently that means you're not street homeless. What? They also say his home is not that bad, which you saw in the previous video where he's basically living in some broken, busted van, has no windows. This is awful.
He probably is staying on somebody's property, and then they want to look at the actual home. They see the actual home there, and they're like, well, it's a nice place.
Find me a foster care.
Kids shouldn't have to live like this. That's how I feel. Kids.
Meanwhile, they're arresting people over Twitter posts.
Should not have to stay on the streets. If they need help, they should get it. It's incredibly sad.
Placement, which might take a while. They're telling me days, which is probably going to be weeks because they lie. So I'm going to have to be street homeless, despite the fact that I've been put under care. I've been put under Section 20 at the moment, which is care, and they're still refusing to accommodate me because they don't believe home's unsafe, despite the evidence that I've given them. So I don't know what to do. Again, this is another call out for help. I had hope, but again, they're not doing anything. They want to put me in foster care, but in the meantime, I have to stay on the streets. It's fucking ridiculous.
That's wild. We want to put you in foster care, but until we can, you need to sleep in the street. What? That's crazy.
Somebody needs to take this kid in. Like, why has nobody taken this kid in yet? Why are they having him go through all this social services? Where are the actors that were involved with the show? They just forget about him?
Crazy BS.
I cannot fucking believe it. They're bad. We got to record him. We're going to cover their details and stuff of the meeting because they don't want to be recorded. So we've got everything in script. Some of the lies they've just told us is ridiculous. So please stay tuned. We're here to expose the system. Islington Council, I'm calling you out directly because it's ridiculous.
And what's great,
I do like that this is kind of getting put into a spotlight because, like I said, it is an issue. It's a really messed up issue, and I hope he gets help.
Imagine if this kid just changes the whole system over there. And it's going to affect our system too, because this is reached into our social media. This was on X.
I'm honestly surprised, like, Marvel isn't stepping in for some good PR and, like, trying to help.
I'm not surprised at all. What do you mean? They probably will if it gets bad enough.
Him. Disney. Disney loaded with cash, and they don't have to, right? It's not technically their problem, but it is somebody that is in one of their shows that I'm sure did all right. Pretty sure Loki is like the one Marvel show that did.
They sued a dead kid because of his coffin. Or they tried to. They were gonna.
Did good. I want to be clear, they don't have to do that, but I think it would be some good PR, which, Disney could always use, considering they have Rachel Zegler's running around ruining their image all the time. But still, I hope he gets some help and gets off the street. It's sad, man. Sad that people are born to, and they don't have the choice, that they're born to parents that are just pieces of shit. And, no one deserves that. So I hope he gets help. Share this around. Go to his TikTok. Maybe it'll help. Share that. And hopefully he can get on his feet and it doesn't end up, a lost person from the foster care system, which happens all the time. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Fortunately for this kid, he is recognizable as the kid from Loki. So, like, people know him. He's got a fan base. He doesn't seem like he's unhinged and doing drugs. So far, it doesn't seem like he's lying about anything. We'll have to see about that. I don't think so, because this is a huge problem that the system has anywhere when it comes to dealing with homeless kids. Somebody needs to take this kid in. I feel for him. I wish I was in a position where I could just be like, hey man, move here. Just move in with me. We'll take you in.